making life clean, fresh, and more enjoyable for your friends and neighbors for over 40 years. Kids, pets, unexpected visits from relatives, they all can take a toll on your carpet. Live life clean and fresh. Call Superstan's Cleaning Service today at 418-2463. Let Stan be your cleaning man. 418-2463. KOFO, the Franklin County Fair Board, and Bob Allen Ford proudly present Travis Marvin.
She's hot wired.
Travis Marvin rocking the arena at the Franklin County Fair, Friday, July 20th at 8 p.m.
Gonna get untied.
Tickets are on sale now for only $10 at DIY Supply, Kansas State Bank at 236 North Main, CMI Lumber, and online at eventbrite.com. Bring the whole family to see Travis Marvin at the Franklin County Fair, July 20th. Brought to you by DIY Supply, Dingle & Son, Dials Construction, Bob Allen Ford, the Franklin County Fair Board, and KOFO.
Back here at McDonald Field on the Superstan's Cleaning Service Arrows pregame show, Levenworth comes in here having forfeited their game yesterday to Oskaloosa. And so you would think that would actually give Leavenworth a bit of an advantage as they're playing their first game of the tournament here this afternoon. They had 8 players, couldn't get the 9th one here in time, evidently had a vehicle issue, and so Oskaloosa won that game by the forfeit. And so once again, Leavenworth coming in fresh, first game of the tournament. And they came in as the number 2 seed and a very similar record to the 1 seed, the Kansas Senators. We'll be back with the starting lineups for today's action. After this, you're listening to the Superstan's Cleaning Service Arrows pregame show on KOFO.
When a pitcher is spent, his manager gets him out of the game before he gets in a bad spot. When your carpet is spent, do you get it out of the game before any more bad spots show up? Bring in the reliever, Superstan's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stan's years of experience at treating, cleaning, and maintaining your carpet can get it out of a spot and keep it in the game for many more innings. Years ahead. Call Superstan for a free estimate today, 418-2463. Make Stan your cleaning man. Call Superstan's Cleaning Service today, 418-2463. KOFO and State Farm agent Ryan Dispro are sending you to see the Kansas City Royals at the K this season. To win tickets, register at Ryan's State Farm office at 504 Redbud Avenue in Garnett. And you could be there to see the Royals host the Twins on July 21st and 22nd. 2 games, 2 winners. And we'll announce both on Monday, July 16th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
Next offering is swung on and hit pretty well. Yelich off to the races. Still going back, and that ball is a goner.
Register now to see the Kansas City Royals from State Farm agent Ryan Dispro and KOFO.
Here are your starting lineups for today's action. First of all, for the Arrows, leading off and doing the catching will be Jose Richards. Batting second, the shortstop, Brady Beats. Hitting third and on the mound today will be Wyatt Johnston. Left fielder Spencer Mays will bat fourth. Hitting fifth and playing in center field, Tanner Gould. First baseman Michael Hull will bat sixth. Batting seventh, playing at third base, Wayne Laurie. Batting eighth, the second baseman, Caton Castleberry, and hitting ninth, the right fielder, Tanner Botkin. For the Arrows, Richards, Beats, Johnston, Mays, Gould, Hull, Laurie, Castleberry, and Botkin. For Leavenworth, leading off and playing center field, Chase Burns. Batting second, the left fielder, Red Herkin. Hitting third and playing shortstop, Colin Jones. Catcher Rob McKinley will bat fourth. Batting fifth, playing at second base, Tanner Morris. Hitting fifth and at third base, Eli Schwinn. First baseman, Patrick Lewallen will bat seventh. Hitting eighth, doing the pitching will be Hayes Edwards. And hitting ninth in right field, Keely Booz. For Leavenworth, Burns, Herkin, Jones, McKinley, Morris, Schwinn, Lewallen, Edwards, and Booz. And that's the lineups. And that'll do it for the Superstan's Cleaning Service Arrows pregame show. Back with the first pitch of today's action. After this, you're listening to Ottawa Arrows baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Thank you for listening to the Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball pregame show, brought to you by Superstan's Cleaning Service at 418-2463. Stay tuned. The first pitch is coming up. You've spent countless hours and more money than you even realize establishing and running your business. When was the last time you evaluated how you're marketing your business? Other than your family and a few friends, how many potential customers or clients even know where you are or what you do? KOFO Marketing can help. Local radio advertising is still one of the most effective and affordable ways to share your message every day. Daily radio advertising builds image, trust, and value. Don't you want that for your business? Email sales@kofo.com or call 242-1220. KOFO. your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and KOFO.com. Brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Modern Woodman Agent Dale Pearson, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, and by Ransom Memorial Health, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Super Stands Cleaning Service, Kramer Pharmacy. This Ottawa Arrows broadcast is also being brought to you by Constantino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Messenger's Home Furnishings. Also by Harvest Bank, C.S. Cunningham Construction, Leon's, and CarStar. Now let's return to the field and join KOFO Sports Director Gary Bateman for Ottawa Arrows American Legion Baseball.
Back here at McDonald Field, we get set for baseball action. Arrows hopefully with a couple of games today. If they can take them both, they can advance to the state tournament, but it'll be a rough road as they take on Levenworth Geiger Ready Mix here in this elimination ball game. Wind is blowing out to center field this afternoon. McDonald Field, 312 down the lines, 315 to straightaway left and right. Power alleys are 365, and it's 385 feet for a shot over the fence in dead center field. Warm afternoon, but clouds help keep the sun at bay a little bit, and no threat of rain here this afternoon. We played in kind of a steady drizzle yesterday, and the Arrows falling to the Kansas Senators 11-3. By the way, the Senators won one of the zones last night as they beat Oskaloosa 5-4. Oskaloosa will play the winner of this game for a chance to advance to the state tournament. Let's set Leavenworth for you defensively. In left field, Red Herkin. Center fielder is Chase Burns. And out in right, Keely Booz. At third base, it's Eli Schwinn. Shortstop is Colin Jones. At second base, Tanner Morris. And over at first, Patrick Lewallen. Doing the catching is Rob McKinley, and it's right-hander Hayes Edwards on the mound. Edwards throwing warm-up pitches right now. A right-hander. Again, Leavenworth forfeited their first-round game against Oskaloosa yesterday. One of their players, they had only 9 scheduled to be here, and one of those players ended up having car trouble, and they could not get him here by 15 minutes after the scheduled game time, which was 1 o'clock, and so by rule, that is a forfeit. Arrows had just 9 players yesterday. They have 10 in uniform here this afternoon. We are ready for some baseball. Coaching at third base for Ottawa will be Lance Fuller. And over at first base, Kyle Altick, as Jose Richards leads off. Jose hitting 200 for the year. He had one of 2 RBIs for the Arrows in yesterday's loss, rather. It'll be Richards, Beats, and Johnston here in the top of the first. Jose Richards, right-handed batter. First pitch of the game is a fastball down low.
Official game time, 3:57.
1-0 pitch, below the knees. Edwards lines the 2-0 pitch. Called strike on the outside corner. Now the 2-1. Ground ball to the hole. It's short. Fielded by Jones. Long throw across, and he is safe. Say the throw pulled the first baseman off the bag. So Richards is on to start the ball game. The batter's Brady Beats. Brady's averaged 138. Walked a couple of times yesterday. Richards, the threat to go. Beats, bunts, but bunts foul back of the plate. Lance Fuller threw signs in the third base coach's box. Safe lead for Richards at first. 0-1 to Beats. He pulls the bat back after bluffing a bunt. Throw to first. He's back safely. A ball and a strike. Runner at first. Nobody out. And again, Beats, bunts, foul. Back to the screen. Count 1-2 to the Arrows shortstop. Edwards' pitch. Fisted foul over the first base dugout. Now to play. Richards at first. He reached on an error. Another 1-2 pitch to Beats. Outside and low, throw to first, and back safely is Richards. The ball on down the right field line, but backed up by Booz. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Edwards comes set, and the pitch. Foul ball, and this one will drift out of play first base side. Flag out in center field. Blowing just a bit, blowing out towards center today. There's a fly ball into center field, and there to make the catch is the center fielder. They'll throw back to first, and he's going to be out. Richards did not do a good job of running the bases right there. He went too far down the line towards second, and the throw from the center fielder Burns nails him, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, the pitcher, number 18, Wyatt Johnston.
2 out, nobody on. Here's Wyatt Johnston. Swings at the first pitch and laces it in left center field. But the ball holds up, and Burns is there to make the catch, and that retires the side. No runs for Ottawa, no hits, 1 error, nobody left on base. At the end of a half inning of play, the score is Ottawa 0 and Levenworth coming up. And we'll be back after this timeout. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Chase Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. I learned very young being in the funeral business wasn't just a job, it was a way of life. Never dull, sometimes stressful, but always fulfilling. I wanted to be a part of that and carry on the family tradition.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. Hey, it's me, your taste buds. What do you say we head over to Leon's? You know, used to be Poncho's. They're open now, and the vocal cords won't stop talking about them. Chicken fried steak, sandwiches, burgers, salads, and I hear they kept the chips and cheese. Yum. You take me there and I'll forgive you for that freezer-burned whatever that was last night. Leon's, now open for lunch and dinner at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Leavenworth comes to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Chase Burns, Red Herkin, and Colin Jones for Geiger Ready Mix. Defensively for the Arrows in left field, Spencer Mays. In center, Tanner Gould, and out in right field, Tanner Botkin. Third baseman is Wayne Laurie, and shortstop Brady Beats. Second baseman is Caton Castleberry, and at first base, Michael Hull. Jose Richards does the catching, and it's right-hander Wyatt Johnston on the mound, making his 5th appearance. He's 2-1 with a 2.85 earned run average. He's thrown 19 and 2/3 innings, allowed 17 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned. He's walked 8, and he has struck out 17. Again, the winner will play Oskaloosa for the right to advance to Emporia a week and a half from now for the state tournament. Pittsburgh and Emporia have punch tickets to state coming out of the zone tournament down in Chanute. Just 14 AAA Legion teams in the state of Kansas this season.
Leading off for Geiger already. Next will
Chase Burns will lead things off.
The center fielder, number 29, Chase Burns.
Chase Burns, a right-handed batter. Johnston winds, and the first pitch is a fastball down low. One-0 delivery. Breaking ball over for a strike. Richards through the signs. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. One and two to Burns. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And I had to throw to first, and Richards had thrown down to third, but that ball hit the dirt. So Laurie had to throw to first. So the play ends up going K 1-5 or 2-5-3.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 2.
One out. Here is Reed Herkin. Hits from the left side. Pitch from Johnston. On the outside corner, strike called. There's a chopper slowly hit back toward the mound. Johnston fields and throws to first in time. 2 down. That'll bring Colin Jones to the plate. Pitch count is going to be very important for the Arrows today. They are not flush with pitching here today. With pitchers, I should say. Pitch to Jones is a little bit high. Two out, nobody on. Hit down the right field line. That's trouble if it's fair, and it will be a foul ball. Jones took that ball the opposite way and just missed extra bases. One and one the count. Next pitch from Johnston. Strike hit the inside corner. It's 1-2. Chopped off the plate, foul back of the plate. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Chopper to the hole is short. Backhanded by Beats. He'll throw, but it'll be offline. I believe that the batter would have made it anyway. We're going to give Colin Jones an infield single on that play. Beats, as he went to make his throw, his feet slipped just ever so slightly. Couldn't get a lot on it. So here is Rob McKinley, the cleanup man. Jones gets the lead. Johnston's pitch is high and outside. Nothing, bottom of the first. 2 outs, runner at first for Levenworth. And McKinley pops it up, shallow left. It'll be Mays giving way to Beats, the shortstop, who makes the play, and that retires the side. No runs for Leavenworth, 1 hit, 1 left. At the end of 1, the score is Ottawa nothing, Leavenworth nothing. We'll be back after this. This is Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
It is good to know your AC is ready for the summer. Before it gets hot, call Adamson Brothers for a spring tune-up today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Want to win a shopping spree? You're in luck because the Ottawa Herald has partnered with Ottawa Main Street, and we're giving away $50 in Main Street bucks every month to one lucky winner. Go to ottawaherald.com/contest and enter today.
Arrows have the middle of the order up here in the second. Spencer Mays, Tanner Gould, and Michael Hull. Ottawa got the leadoff man on in the first, couldn't bunt him over, and then Richards was retired on the back end of a fly ball double play when he went too far down the line and was doubled up at first. Spencer Mays will lead things off for the Arrows. Spencer at 270 on the season. Pitch from Hayes Edwards is inside. Pitch down in the dirt, 2-0. Swing and a miss. He was after the 2-0 offering and came up empty. Now the 2-1 from Edwards. And it's down low. Three and one to the Arrows leadoff man here in the second. And low ball 4. Now Tanner Gould. Gould batting 125 on the year. Did pick up an RBI yesterday against the Senators. Lance Fuller threw signs in the third base coach's box. Safe lead for Mays at first. Gould bunts foul at the plate. Time called. Gould wants to have a word with Coach Fuller. Bunting so often is a lost art in this day and age. But I tell you what, when you think you may be in a tight ball game, it can be invaluable. Oh, and 1 the count. Gould takes a strike, and it's 0-2. First baseman Lewallen at the bag, trying to keep Mays close. 2-strike pitch. Chopper to third. They'll play to second base and a low throw, and it skips on past the second baseman. Everybody will be safe. So an error on the third baseman, Schwinn. And the Arrows have first and second, nobody out for Michael Hull. Michael's averaged .267 on the year. Stretch by Edwards. Pitch to Hull. He's bunting. And he bunts through it and throw down to second base. Rolls on into center field. Mays had to hurry back there. Now, Ottawa's had 3 guys now try to lay down a bunt. All 3 so far have not succeeded at that task. Runners lead away from second and first. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Michael Hull. Swinging away, grounds it past first into right field for a hit. Mays will stop at third as the throw comes in, and the bases will be loaded with nobody out. Wayne Laurie will be the batter. Wayne hitting .200 on the season. Edwards will work from the stretch position here. Laurie takes a strike at the knees. Infield is back. First and third around the edge of the infield grass. Pitch high, 1-1. Mays at third, Gould at second, Hull at first, nobody out. Top of the second, nothing. But the Arrows threatening. Pitch down low, now 2-1 to Wayne Laurie. Edwards has the sign. And his 2-1 pitch. Foul back and out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes. Chopper over the mound, and field is near the bag by the shortstop. He'll tag Hull and then throw to first, not in time, and a run will score on the fielder's choice grounder. So now 1 out, runners at the corners for Caden Castleberry.
38, Caden Castleberry.
Castleberry is 0 for 5 on the year. Stretch by Edwards. And the pitch. Inside corner, strike. Delayed steal attempt. Here comes a runner to the plate, and in safely will be Tanner Gould. And the Arrows pick up the double steal and a run. When the throw went through, Gould took off for the plate, and Jones's throw was not in time. 2-0 Arrows. Runner at second with 1 out. 1 strike to Castleberry. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball outside the zone. Count 0-2. Foul ball, back and out of play. Laurie, the runner out at second base. by Edwards. And another 0-2 pitch. Foul ball over the first base dugout, out of play. Kenley through the signs. Edwards ready. Next pitch. Missed outside. Arrows have picked up a couple of runs here in the inning. They lead at 2-0, top of the second. Another foul ball off the bat of Castleberry. Laurie was on the run on that pitch. Castleberry hanging tough after falling behind 0-2. Let's see if he can win this battle. Stretch. And the pitch. Down too low. Evens the count, 2-2. Check of the runner at second. 2-2 on the way. Strike three called. Outside corner at the knees. So 2 outs. Here is Tanner Botkin. Tanner 121 on the year. In the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Laurie heads for third. One and 0 to Botkin. Stretch. And the pitch. Popped him up. Shallow right center. Second baseman makes the call and the catch to retire the side. Arrows draw first blood in this one. 2 runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left on base. We'll move to the bottom of the second. Ottawa 2, Levenworth nothing. And we'll return after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
And we're back. One more round, Cindy, and you win.
I'm ready.
Name a bank with at least 250 locations.
Arvest Bank.
Yes. Name a bank with longer hours and award-winning service.
Arvest.
Yes, that can give you a mortgage, credit card, or loan.
Arvest.
Has a free blue checking account you can open online.
Arvest.
And has an online switch kit.
Arvest Bank.
That is correct. You're a winner.
You can be a winner, too, when you open a free blue checking at Arvest Bank. Go to arvest.com/switch or visit a friendly nearby associate. Equal housing lender.
Have you seen the Colosseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
To protect your family and plan for your financial future, get to know your Modern Woodman agent.
Hello, I'm Dale Pearson, your Modern Woodman agent in Ottawa, Kansas. Call me today at 242-6566.
Modern Woodman of America, touching lives, securing futures.
Leavenworth bats here in the bottom of the second inning. They'll send to the plate Tanner Morris, Eli Schwinn, and Patrick Lewallen. Wyatt Johnston allowed an infield single with 2 outs in the first, but worked around it on a pop-up to the shortstop in shallow left. Arrows have been hampered by injuries in this season. Also, just sheer numbers of players. High school age players have other responsibilities a lot of times too, and that has not helped.
The second baseman, number 7, Tanner Morris.
Tanner Morris will lead things off. Second baseman is a right-handed batter. Johnston goes back to work. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. No one pitch. Ball inside. Now the 1-1 pitch to Morris. Reaching forward, he pops it up, foul, and drifting out of play. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Line drive headed for right, charged by Botkin, and he'll throw to first, but not in time. It'll be a base hit for Tanner Morris. Hit number 2 for Levenworth. Here is the third baseman, Eli Schwinn.
Hot dogs and hamburgers, and also commemorative T-shirts for sale at the concession stand today. The third baseman, number 25, Eli
Schwinn, right-handed batter. Johnston's pitch is a fastball high. Arrows lead 2-0, bottom half of the second. It's an elimination ball game in this zone tournament. Another high fastball, 2-0. Ottawa has been pure gold as far as staying alive in elimination games the past several years. Strike outside corner. Last year, of course, at the state tournament, they lost their opening game and came all the way back through the losers bracket to take the state championship. Next pitch inside. It's 3-1 now to Schwinn. The previous 2 years, they lost in the finals of the winners bracket and had to win 3 in a row to take home the trophy, and did just that. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Ball 4 is inside. 2 on nobody out, and the batter is Patrick Lewallen.
First baseman, number 22, Patrick Lewallen.
Tall right-handed hitter. Let's see if Levenworth is bunting here. And the pitch hits him. Well, that'll load the bases with nobody out. Batter is the pitcher, Hayes Edwards. Edwards hits from the right side.
The pitcher, number 4, Hayes Edwards.
Middle infielders will be back. Laurie at third, Hull at first will be looking for something they can throw to the plate. Fly ball into center field. On the run is Gould. He'll make a running catch. The runner was late tagging, and he'll have to stay right there at third base. Well, that's a big out right there.
Right fielder, number 6.
One out. Here is Keely Booz. Booz, right-handed hitter. Johnston working from the full windup. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Strike two. Ball rolled away from Richards, but just a few feet to his left, and so no chance for advance by Tanner Morris. Two-strike pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So now 2 outs. Back to the top of the order for Chase Burns, who struck out swinging his first time up.
The leadoff hitter, number 29, the center fielder, Chase Burns.
Cole and Laurie move back a step or so. Here's the pitch to Burns. Breaking ball is low and away. Chopper to second. Castleberry's got it. He'll throw to first, and Wyatt Johnston works out of a bases-loaded, no-out jam. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 left at the end of 2 innings of play. Ottawa 2, Levenworth nothing. We'll return after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
Sutton's Jewelry has something to make your wedding day special. During June, July, and August, find the wedding set of your dreams at Sutton's Jewelry. Now offering several wedding sets for only $1,000. That price includes the engagement ring and the wedding band. Choose from yellow, rose, or white gold wedding sets. Hurry, first come, first served. And remember, customer satisfaction is their top priority. Let Sutton's Jewelry help you celebrate life's special moments with quality jewelry. Now at their new location, 213 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Ransom Memorial Health invites you to walk or run on over to your computer right now and register for the Ransom 5 and 10K Run Walk, Saturday, August 4th at Kansas Park. Register online now at ransom.org/ransomrun. Race starts at 8, registration at 7. Ransom Memorial Health, providing remarkable care.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279 CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Arrows will have the top of the order up here in the top of the third inning. Nice job by Wyatt Johnston. He loaded the bases with nobody out. Got a bit of a break when the ball off the bat of Hayes Edwards caught out in center field by Tanner Gould, and the runner at third base didn't tag up immediately. Then he struck out Booz and retired Burns on a bouncer to second. So still 2-0 as Jose Richards leads off.
The catcher, number 23.
Jose reached on an error back in the first. Edwards' pitch swung on and missed. Clouds starting to gather out to the west. Kept the sun out of the picture, but you start to worry a little bit about what might happen. Foul ball out of play by Richards, 0-2. Struck him out, went after a pitch he knew was out of the zone. And that is strikeout number 2 for Edwards. One down. Now Brady Beats. Beats flied out to the center fielder, turned into a double play back in the first inning. Right down the middle, strike called. Swing and a miss at a breaking ball, 0-2. There's a ground ball up the middle. Jones fields it near the bag at second, throws low, and dug out by Lewallen, 2 away. That'll bring Wyatt Johnston to the plate. Out on a fly ball to the center fielder in the first.
The pitcher, Wyatt Johnston.
Edwards' pitch is a strike over the inside corner. Fastball low, 1-1. Swung on, hit the center field, and that one's going to carry. It's going to get over the head of the center fielder and roll to the warning track. Johnston on his way to second base. He'll be in with a stand-up double. So a two-out double by Wyatt Johnston, and the batter will be Spencer Mays. Mays walked and scored in the second inning. Ball rolls away from the catcher. Johnston will trot down to third. Pitch was low and inside, 1-0 to Mays.
Third baseman, Spencer Mays.
1-0 pitch, fastball high.
Direction left fielder.
Runner at third, 2 out. 2-0 to Mays. Swing and a miss, and once again, Mays after a 2-0 pitch. Now 2-1. Strike outside corner at the knees. And that evens the count 2-2. Struck him out with a breaking ball. So the Arrows waste a runner at third. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2.5. The score, Ottawa 2, Levenworth nothing. Back after this, and you're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service in helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. From all the ORC staff and board members, thank you.
Smart Ottawa shoppers know Cosentino's Price Chopper has the best rewards program in town. Only Price Chopper lets you earn points on all your purchases. Visit mypricechopper.com and start saving on food or fuel today. Shop Cosentino's, your local family-owned grocer since 1948.
2-0 Arrows. Leavenworth bats here in the third. They'll have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Perkin, Jones, and McKinley. Reed Herkin bounced back to the pitcher his first time up.
Leading off for Geiger Ready next to Leavenworth, the center fielder, or the left fielder rather, number 2, Reed Herkin.
Montana batter stands in. And a swing and a miss, 0-1. Just below the knees, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball slowly hit towards second. Castleberry will field and flip to first in time. 1 out. Now Colin Jones, the batter, he beat out an infield single with 2 outs in the first. Pitch from Johnston is down low. Winner will play Oskaloosa. Scheduled at 7 o'clock this evening. Get down the left field line. That's going to be trouble. And it is going to be into the corner. Jones on his way to second base and will hang on there. Now he's going to take off for third as the ball got away from Beats, and he will be in safely. Heads up base running by Jones. It'll be a double and an error on the throw. runner at third, one out for Rob McKinley. Retired on a pop to the shortstop back in the first. Well thrown on the outside corner, 0-1. Swing and a miss. And Johnston ahead of McKinley, 0-2. Arrows infield is back. They'll give up a run for an out here. Fastball high. McKinley wanted no part of it. It's 1-2. Fly ball left field, long run for Mays, and for Gould. It'll be Gould to make the catch. Here comes the runner down the line. The throw is late, and it's 2-1. Base is empty, 2 outs for Tanner Morris. Morris with a single to right his first time up. The Arrows are going to appeal. Looks like they may want to appeal here. And they say that he did not leave early. So Morris now will stand in. Pitch to him. Curveball bends in on the inside corner. Fastball is high. Arrows looking for their 10th win of the season here today. They started out 0-8. Since that time, they've been right at 500. Down low, 2-1. Throwing away to Morris. Down now 3-1. Fouled off the chest protector of the home plate umpire. Batter Morris now will go down the line to talk to his coach to give the umpire a chance to kind of shake that off. Michael Hull over to the mound also. One of the things that you just learn over time that the umpire will always give the catcher that benefit of the doubt if the ball hits him. The players, of course, need to do the same thing for the umpire. 3-2 pitch to Morris. Ball inside. So the tying run is on, and the batter will be Eli Schwinn. Schwinn drew a walk back in the second inning.
Third baseman Eli Schwinn.
Stretch, the pitch. Fouled out of play. Levenworth has a run home here in the bottom of the third. Ottawa leads 2-1. Runner hits for second. Pitch is high. And Richard's throw will be offline. Rolls away from the infielders, but no further advance. That was not an easy pitch for Richards to handle. It was up over the head of Schwinn. So now that tying run in scoring position. Swing and a miss. That fastball tied up Schwinn on the inside part of the plate. Check of the runner. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Levenworth out here in the third, but they pick up a run on one hit, one Ottawa error, and one man left on base. And at the end of 3 innings of play, it's Arrows 2 and Leavenworth 1. We're back after this. You're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Technology, mobile banking. I totally heart my bank.
Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Taking the time to check a few things on your vehicle now can save time later. Lights, signals, and wipers are in working order and your fluids are full. This reminder is from CarStar Ottawa, keeping you safe on the road. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Arrows lead by 1 as they bat here in the top of the 4th. Gould, Hull, and Laurie. If anybody gets on, Castleberry. Ottawa has a couple of hits. Got their 2 runs in the second. Tanner Gould will lead things off. He reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the second. He actually stole home on a back end of a double steal. Here's the pitch from Hayes Edwards. Curve for a strike. Pitch in the dirt, 1-1. Clouds moving overhead now. They had been out to the west. Bigger cumulonimbus clouds out to the west now. Swing and a miss by Gould. It's 1-2. Pitch in the dirt. Two and two to the Arrows center fielder today. Foul back to the screen. Back in. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And it's up too high. Payoff pitch. Low and outside, ball 4. So good at bat there for Gould. He's on with nobody out. Batter will be Michael Hull, who grounded a single to right his first time up.
The first baseman, Michael Hull.
Let's see if Ottawa likes to try to bunt here. Stretch by Edwards. Pitch. There's a ball hit to right. Booz drifting back on it. Under it now and makes the catch. So 1 out. Wayne Laurie will be the batter. Wayne drove home a run with a fielder's choice grounder back in the second. 2-1 Arrows, top of the 4th.
Third baseman, Wayne Laurie.
Runner goes, pitches high, throw is offline, and into stealing second is Tanner Gould. McKinley came out of his crouch very quickly, but his throw was to the left field side of second. Swing and a foul tip at the plate. That one apparently caught a piece of McKinley, the catcher, so this time the umpire goes out to the mound to give McKinley a chance to shake things off. Runner at second, one away. 1-1 to Laurie. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Out of ball and 2 strikes. Curve is high. Gould out at second base with 1 away. Stretch. Now the 2-2 pitch. Went around on the breaking ball, low and outside, strike 3. 4 strikeout for Edwards. And with 2 outs, here is Caden Castleberry. Caden called out on strikes back in the second.
Second baseman, Caden Castleberry.
Edwards' pitch is low. Check of the runner at second. 1-0 pitch. Line drive, that is a base hit left center field. Gould rounds third. He heads for the plate. Here comes the throw, and it's going to be not in time. And on the throw, Castleberry down to second. That line drive just out of the reach of the shortstop, Jones. Gould kind of got his feet tangled up and appeared at third base, and the throw from Burns out, the center fielder, was close, but Gould made it in safely. Now 3-1, and here is Tanner Botkin, who popped out to second his first time. Botkin takes a strike. Castleberry, the runner out at second base. Oh, 1 pitch to Botkin is too high. So the Arrows got back the run that Leavenworth scored in the third. They lead now 3-1. Down too low. They thought about throwing behind the runner at second base, but instead McKinley just threw it right back to the pitcher. 2-1 to Botkin. Low and away. Three balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. He had a good cut, but came up empty. Count now full. Check of the runner. 3-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. Ottawa gets a run, 1 hit. There were no errors, and 1 left on base. We played 3.5 with the score, Ottawa 3 and Leavenworth 1. Back after this, you're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Eric Price and his staff at the Lamb Roberts Funeral Homes are proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast and honored to help so many families in the community with compassionate care when it's needed most. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook.
Levenworth here in the bottom of the fourth, lower third of the order, Lewallen, Edwards, and Booz. Patrick Lewallen was hit by a pitch his first time up. And we need to turn that music down. There we go. Some batters might like to bat to Sweet Cherry Pie, but I'm not sure there's that many of them. First pitch, fouled out of play.
First baseman Patrick Lewallen.
Arrows lead at 3-1 as they try to stay alive in this zone tournament. Called strike, off-speed pitch hit the inside corner. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Behind him. One and two to Lewallen. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled it back to the screen. One and two to Lewallen. Down low. Two balls and two strikes. And it hit him. So for the second time in the game, Lewallen hit by a pitch. And the leadoff man is on. Here is Hayes Edwards. Going to fly ball to center his first time up.
The pitcher, Hayes Edwards.
Stretched by Johnston. And the pitch. Fastball high. Warm afternoon here. As I mentioned, the Arrows have a little bit of pitching, but a lot of it is pretty inexperienced at this point. There's a ball lined down the left field line, but foul. One and one to Edwards. With a runner at first, nobody out. Over the outside corner, strike called. Safe lead for Lewallen at first. Foul ball, third base side. Count remains 1-2. Fastball is high, got away from Richards, and Lewallen didn't see that right away. He trots down to second base on the pass ball. Now the runner in scoring position with nobody out. 2-2 to Edwards. Strike 3 call. Caught him looking for strikeout number 4. 1 out. Here is Keely Boos. The
right fielder, Keely Boos.
Spelled Kelli, but pronounced Keely. Boos struck out swinging his first time up. Pitch from Johnston. Called strike. Arrows lead 3-1, bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Ground ball back to the mound. Johnston will throw to first with the runner taking third. So now 2 outs. Chase Burns, the batter, struck out in the first, grounded to second in the second. Johnston wants to work from the windup here. Pitch is low. That ground ball up the middle, fielded by Castleberry, but he can't come up with the play. It'll be an infield single, a run will score. Castleberry to his right tried to smother it, but couldn't do it. I don't think he would have gotten Burns anyway. So now a 3-2 ball game. Here is Reed Herkin, who's grounded out twice. Called strike, 0-1. Chopper to second. Castleberry will play to first, and the side is retired. Levenworth picks up a run on 1 hit, no Ottawa errors, 1 left on base. At the end of 4 innings of play, Ottawa 3 and Levenworth 2. We'll return in 30 seconds. This is Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, hopes you're enjoying this KOFO sports broadcast and wishes all the area teams good luck this season. Call Kramer Pharmacy today and ask about their convenient MedSync program that allows you to have all your prescriptions filled at the same time each month. Call 242-2055.
Do you know if your AC is ready to beat the heat this summer? You can find out by calling Adamson Brothers today at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Again, it's a 1-run ball game as the Arrows bat here in the top of the 5th. They'll have the top of the order up, Richards, Beats, and Johnston. 3 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for Ottawa. 2 runs on 4 hits, and 2 errors for Leavenworth. Oskaloosa awaits the winner of this game with a state tournament berth on the line. Jose Richards will lead things off. Jose is 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Pitch from Hayes Edwards. Swung on and missed. Pitch moves him off the plate. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 to Richards. Swing and a miss. Ball dropped by the catcher, but he'll recover to throw out Richards. One down, and here is Brady Beats.
The shortstop,
Beats
Brady Beats.
0 for 2. Swings and pops it foul, first base side. This will drift out of play. Game in the top of the fifth. The Arrows on top 3-2. Called strike, 0-2. Right down the middle, and Beats couldn't trigger. Strike 3 called. And that's 7 strikeouts now for Hayes Edwards. Base is empty, 2 out for Wyatt Johnston. Johnston doubled a deep center his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Over but low. Johnson takes tie. 2 balls and no strikes. Strike called outside corner at the knees. Ground ball to short. Up with it, Jones. Throw in time. And the Arrows go in order here in the fifth. 3 up, 3 down. At the end of 4.5, it remains Arrows 3, Levenworth 2. We're back after this. This is Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
We came to Arvest Bank to learn about free blue checking. What do you like best about your account with no monthly fee?
Just, it's convenient, it's free. When they told me it's free, I was like, what?
I've used several other banks in the past, and so it was very nice to switch to one that had an actually free checking account.
It's just one less thing you have to worry about taking out of your budget.
Do you know the monthly fee for your checking account?
Oh, yes. 0.
Congratulations. Arvest Bank. Our customers say it best.
Have you seen the Coliseum in Rome? Kind of crumbly looking, isn't it? That's because it wasn't built by C.S. Cunningham Concrete. In fact, if C.S. Cunningham had been around back then, the Leaning Tower of Pisa would simply be known as the Tower of Pisa. No lean. That's because C.S. Cunningham Concrete does it right, with fully trained and licensed workers. If they'd built the London Bridge, there'd be no song about it falling down. Commercial, residential, concrete. C.S. Cunningham, 785-242-7101.
Arrows have made a defensive change here in the bottom of the fifth. Owen Lamar is in the ball game now at first base. Michael Hull will move from first base to right field, so Lamar will bat in the 9th spot in the order. For Leavenworth here in the fifth, it'll be the meat of the order, 3, 4, and 5, Jones, McKinley, and Morris. Colin Jones doubled down the left field line his last time up. Also an infield single in the first.
Owen Lamar.
So he is 2 for 2 against Johnston. Pitch is low.
The shortstop, number 10, Colin Jones.
1-0 to Jones. That also is low. 2-0. Next pitch, up and in. Rio pitch to Jones. Leaf past third and on into left field for a hit. Johnston grooved one 3-0, and Jones took nothing for granted. He hit it hard past Wayne Laurie. So the tying run is on. Nobody out. Here is Rob McKinley.
The catcher, Rob McKinley.
McKinley popped out in the first, hit a sacrifice fly to center in the third. Pitch is outside. Johnson threw 4 innings, had thrown 67 pitches. Runner goes. Pitch is hit down the left field line, twisting, and a foul ball. So Levenworth had the hit and run on. Jones inches away to a lead. Stretched by Johnston. Next pitch, outside corner, strike 2 called. Check of the runner. Runner was inching towards second base, and Johnston threw over there. Pretty close play, but he's back safely. I think Jones was going to go on that pitch. Johnston almost caught him leaning the wrong way. Ground ball slowly hit towards short. Beats will flip to second. They got the out there, no return throw. So 1 down, and here is Tanner Morris. Morris singled to right in the second, walked in the third.
Tanner Morris.
Now McKinley with a lead over at first base. Swing and a miss by Morris. Wicked cut. Wind now is blowing out toward right just a bit. Actually, maybe from left field foul pole to right field foul pole. Next pitch in the dirt, rolls away from Richards, and there goes that tying run down to second base. One and one to Morris. Stretch. 1-1 pitch. Inside corner, strike 2. 3-2 Arrows, bottom of the 5th. Runner at second, 1 away. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to Morris, Leavenworth second baseman. Lined into center field, it's a base hit. McKinley had to hold up at first. Now the ball is misplayed out there by Gould, and here comes the run home to score.
The third baseman, number 25, Eli Schwinn.
So all tied up at 3. Eli Schwinn, the batter. Schwinn has walked and struck out. Morris stole a base in the third. There he goes. Ball's grounded foul, first base side. Stretched by Johnston. Next pitch, hit to right. There back goes Hole. That ball's going to carry over his head. It's going to roll to the fence. Morris on his way to third. Ball into Castleberry, and it'll be a double for Morris. Morris hit that ball hard the opposite direction.
The first baseman, Patrick Lewallen.
And Lance Fuller out of the Ottawa dugout. A single to start the inning, a fielder's choice grounder, but then a single to center and a double to right. The Arrows have had the lead since the second until this inning when Levenworth got the RBI single from Morris, and now Schwinn with the double to right field to move runners to second and third, and still just one out. This meeting drawing the attention of the home plate umpire. It'll be interesting to see how the Arrows play this here. They could always elect to walk Lewallen and load the bases, look for a double play ball. Lewallen has been hit by a pitch twice here. Ottawa's going to play the infield in, though. Pitch into the dirt, rolls under the glove of Richards, and here comes the man down the line to score. Leavenworth has the lead for the first time this afternoon. Arrows still have to keep the infield in with the runner at third. Line drive to the first baseman. Two out. And now here's Hayes Edwards. Edwards has slid to center and been called out on strikes. Johnston's pitch, line foul past the third base coach. One strike to Edwards. Base hit, center field. Lewallen will score. Schwinn will score. And it's a 5-3 game.
The right fielder, Eli Booz.
Eli Booz, the batter. He is 0 for 2. Swing and a miss by Booz. Leavenworth now with 8 hits in the game. Grounder to shortstop. Beats will play to second for the force, and that's the inning. But 3 runs for Leavenworth on 4 base hits. There were no Ottawa errors and 1 left on base. At the end of 5 innings of play, the score is Leavenworth 5 and Ottawa 3. And we're back. After this, you're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Hey, it's me, your taste buds. What do you say we head over to Leon's? You know, used to be Poncho's. They're open now, and the vocal cords won't stop talking about them. Chicken fried steak, sandwiches, burgers, salads, and I hear they kept the chips and cheese. Yum. You take me there and I'll forgive you for that freezer-burned whatever that was last night. Leon's, now open for lunch and dinner at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Want to win a shopping spree? You're in luck, because the Ottawa Herald has partnered with Ottawa Main Street, and we're giving away $50 in Main Street bucks every month to one lucky winner. Go to ottawaherald.com/contest and enter today.
Arrows trail for the first time today as they come to bat in the 6th. Spencer Mays will be followed by Tanner Gould and then Michael Hull. Spencer Mays will lead things off. Spencer walked and scored in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 3rd. Hayes Edwards has struck out 7.
Leading off for Ottawa, the left fielder, number 25, Spencer Mays.
Edwards back to work, and his pitch. Fastball high. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Pitch in the dirt. Two and one to Mays. Not much wind at all now. Another one in the dirt. 3 balls, 1 strike. That got a piece of the catcher, McKinley. So, again, home plate umpire out to hand the ball to Edwards. Arrows down 2. They have led a couple of times by 2. One pitch outside and a leadoff walk. Want to bring the tying run to the plate. Tanner Gould has scored a couple of runs. He's reached on a fielder's choice grounder, and he's drawn a walk. Visit to the mound now. Edwards has thrown now 88 pitches. Johnson's pitch count after the 5th was 87. Looked like just a quick go get him from the coach as Gould will stand in. Stretch. And the pitch, right down the middle. He's a safe lead. A 1 pitch. Strike 2 at the knees. Strike pitch. Ground ball, knocked down by the first baseman. He'll throw to second. Out there, back to first, and safe is Gould. Well, Jones made a nice backhanded stop at second. That ball could have easily gotten past him. But Mays is retired. Play goes 3-6. 1 out, Michael Hull, the batter. He is single to right and fly to right. Gould hit that ball sharply, but right at Lewallen. Ball hit into right center field. That one's going to get down for bases, extra bases. Here comes Gould around third, and here comes the throw from the outfield all the way from right center field. It's going to be not in time. They'll throw behind the runner, and he's back in safely. So Michael Hull with an RBI double, and it's 5-4. Arrows have the tying run at second, and that's going to do it for Hayes Edwards. So Levenworth will make a pitching change here in the top of the 6th, leading 5-4, and we'll take a quick break. Back after this, you're listening to Ottawa Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. Visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
New pitcher for Leavenworth is right-hander Colin Jones, brought in from shortstop. Arrows have scored 1 to come within 1 here in the top of the 6th. Morris moves to shortstop. and Edwards stays in the game to play second base. Spencer Mays drew a walk to lead off the inning. He was forced at second on the ground ball off the bat of Tanner Gould, but then Michael Hull doubled into right center field and drove Gould home. Hull at second base with one out. Wayne Laurie, the batter. Wayne is 0 for 2. He has an RBI on a ground ball back in the second inning. Swing and a miss. Tying run out at second base here in the top of the sixth. Stretch by Jones. A one pitch. Down low. Laurie swings the bat waiting. Swing and a miss, and it's 1 and 2 rather.
Levenworth Hayes moves to second and Morris to shortstop.
Base hit could tie the game. Stretch. 1-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. So it'll be up to Caden Castleberry, who singled home a run his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Stretch by Jones, and the pitch. Right down the middle, strike called. Check of the runner, 1 strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Castleberry with a home run cut, but nothing to show for it. It's 0 and 2. Strike 3 call hit the outside corner, and the inning is over. In the sixth for the Arrows, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth. It's Leavenworth 5 and Ottawa 4, and we're back after this. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Radio. It's been here all along. You know which station is going to tell you the score of the game or where to turn when the weather gets rough. When something big happens, good or bad, you know where to go. And now radio has evolved to move with you with the Next Radio app in your FM-enabled phone. Just plug in your headphones to start experiencing radio in a whole new way while using way less battery and data than streaming apps. Find your favorite stations like the one you're listening to right now. Download the free Next Radio app today. Next Radio, live and local, wherever you go.
Top the order for Leavenworth here in the sixth. Burns, Herkin, and Jones. Chase Burns is 1 for 3, an infield single his last time up. Wyatt Johnston will throw the sixth here. Pitch is swung on, fouled off down the right field line. Swing and a miss at a good breaking ball, 0 and 2. Two-strike pitch. Inside, almost hit him. Johnson ready, and the 1-2 to Burns. Strike 3 called. Burns knew it. That is the 5th strikeout for Johnston. One out now, Reed Herkin, who is 0 for 3.
Left fielder Reed Herkin.
Rounds it back to the mound. Johnston throws to first, 2 down. And with 2 out, nobody on, the batter, Colin Jones, who is 3 for 3. 2 singles and a double. Pitch from Johnston. Fastball right through there. A 1 pitch. Grounder to short. Beats has it. Guns it across. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Levenworth in the 6th. Last chance for the Arrows coming up. They trail 5-4 at the end of 6 innings of play. And we're back after this. This is Arrows Baseball on KOFO.
Darren College, a former NFL Super Bowl champion, signed the most important contract of his life to serve in the Army National Guard.
I've had a lot of military in my family. It's a big part of what my family's done for a long time. I want to go out there and make a difference. I didn't find that working behind a desk, so for me it was a pretty easy decision to make. And then the opportunity to serve my community and serve my country was just icing on the cake.
To learn how to be part of the Army National Guard, log on to nationalguard.com. Sponsored by the Kansas Army National Guard. Aired by the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Last chance for Ottawa as they trail by a 1 heading to the top of the 7th. Owen Lamar will lead things off, then Jose Richards and Brady Beats. If anybody gets on, Wyatt Johnston. Arrows got 2 in the first, or in the second, I should say. Leavenworth got a run in the 3rd, but Ottawa got that run back in the top of the 4th. But Leavenworth with 1 in the 4th and 3 in the 5th. Arrows got a run back in the 6th, but trail by 1 here as Owen Lamar leads things off, hitting .354 on the season.
Right fielder number 28, Owen Lamar.
Colin Jones came on with a man on, 1 out in the 6th, and struck out Laurie and Castleberry. Fastball is high. I'm sure that Leavenworth would like for Jones to get out of this thing with less than 30 pitches so that he can continue to throw here today. Actually, it's total, I guess, so it really doesn't matter what he throws. He could throw against Oskaloosa if this game stays the same. Strike on the outside corner, 1-1. It's 110 in a day is the rule. In that game with Oskaloosa is at 7 o'clock tonight. Here's the 1-1 to Lamar. Down below the knees, 2 balls, 1 strike. Grounder to second. Edwards up with it, and the throw to first is in time, 1 out. Now Jose Richards, who is 0 for 3.
The catcher, Jose Richards.
Pitch from Jones. Right down the middle, strike 1. Fouled off the end of the bat, and Richards down to the count, 0-2. One out, nobody on. Top of the 7th, Ottawa down 5-4. 0-2 pitch to Richards. Just below the knees. Good eye right there by Jose. Strike three called. Richards caught looking. And now the Arrows down to their final out. Brady Beats the batter. He's 0 for 3.
The shortstop, Brady Beats.
Pitch to him. Fastball is up. One 0 pitch. Fouled off. The ball and a strike. Nobody on, 2 outs. Outside with a breaking ball, 2-1. Foul back. Beats had a good swing. Out is even, 2-2. Struck him out with a breaking ball, and the Arrows season has come to an end. In the 7th, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. The final score, Levenworth 5 and Ottawa 4. We're back after this to wrap things up. You're listening to Arrows Baseball on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO and State Farm agent Ryan Disbro are sending you to see the Kansas City Royals at the K this season. To win tickets, register at Ryan's State Farm office at 504 Redbud Avenue in Garnett. And you could be there to see the Royals host the Twins on July 21st and 22nd. 2 games, 2 winners. And we'll announce both on Monday, July 16th during the Brad Howard Early Morning Show.
Next offering is swung on and hit pretty well. Yelich off to the races. Still going back, and that ball is a goner.
Register now to see the Kansas City Royals from State Farm agent Ryan Disbro and KOFO.
The Ottawa Arrows fall to Leavenworth Geiger Ready Mix 5-4, and their season comes to a close here in the zone tournament. Ottawa jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the 2nd inning. They loaded the bases with nobody out, got a run on a ground ball off the bat of Wayne Laurie. Second one came in on a double steal, but the Arrows couldn't get any more, and it kind of came back to haunt them. Leavenworth got a run in their half of the 3rd inning, but Ottawa got that back in the 4th, an RBI single by Caden Castleberry, and Ottawa had a 3-1 lead, but Leavenworth with 1 in the 4th and 3 more in the 5th. The Arrows got one of those runs back in the 6th on an RBI double by Michael Hull, but Colin Jones came in to put out the fire in that inning, and he struck out 4 of the 5 Ottawa batters to face him. And Leavenworth moves on now to face Oskaloosa in the game that will determine a state participant. Line score, Leavenworth 5 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 7 left. For Ottawa, 4 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, and 4 left on base. Winning pitcher was Hayes Edwards, and the losing pitcher for Ottawa, a tough luck loser, was Wyatt Johnston. He moved his record to 2-2. Arrows finished the season 9-19. We want to thank everybody involved with the Legion program, including Coach Lance Fuller, also his assistants Kyle Altick and Nathan Roth, also the American Legion Board of Directors, and all of our fine sponsors here of Legion Baseball. I want to thank Mars Johnson, who did good work back at the station for us throughout the season. Again, here Ottawa loses 5-4, and the season is over for the Arrows. And this is Gary Bateman saying so long from McDonald Field in Topeka.
We hope you enjoyed this Ottawa Arrows American Legion baseball broadcast on KOFO. Brought to you by Quality Structures Incorporated, Modern Woodman agent Dale Pearson, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Sutton's Jewelry, and by Ransom Memorial Health, Ottawa Recreation Commission, Super Stands Cleaning Service, Kramer Pharmacy. This Ottawa Arrows broadcast is also being brought to you by Costantino's Price Chopper, Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, Arvest Bank, C.S. Cunningham Construction, Leon's, and CarStar. For more information about our next Ottawa Arrows baseball broadcast, log on to our website at KOFO.com and listen daily to the KOFO Sports Calendar. This has been an exclusive presentation from your sports source for East Central Kansas, KOFO.